Hello, WLMAC. Now, to know more about our beautiful country, let us talk about the people we have. Belgium consists of over 11 million people. Here is a graph to show the age distribution of this population. As you can see, the majority of this population, over 65%, are between the ages of 15 and 64 years old. Belgium is a diverse country. One of the most standout features is that it has 3 official languages, which are Dutch, French, and German. Due to this, the ethnicity of this population is also diverse. The ethnicity is divided into 3 parts, which is Fleming, the Dutch-speaking, and it consists of 58%, Walloon, the French-speaking, and it consists of 31%, and the rest of the population is either mixed or other small ethnicities, and this also includes the German-speaking community. Apart from this, 99% of the population are educated and have various work skills. The labor force consists of over 5 million people, and over 78% of them work in the service industry. Here is one of the leading Belgian companies called Umicore, and they are a multinational materials technology company located in Brussels.
Moving on to the geography, Belgium is situated in the west of Europe. It is bordered by the North Sea and Netherlands in the north, the east by Germany, the west by France, and the south by Luxembourg. Belgium's land of 30,528 square kilometers is divided into 3 regions, each with a different landscape. To the north, we have Flanders, 67 kilometers of sea coast and flat coastal plains, while Wallonia in the south has a central plateau, rolling hills, and forests. There is also Brussels, the capital. However, Antwerp is Belgium's second city, but also its biggest port, which ranks 3rd for size in Europe and within the top 20 globally. The port of Antwerp stands at the upper end of the tidal estuary of the Scheldt, which connects the port of Antwerp to the North Sea. The Scheldt River also runs from the north of Belgium to the south.
Moving on to the economy. Belgium's economic system is a modern, open, and private enterprise-based economy. This means that the economy is mostly free from trade barriers, and exports and imports form a large percentage of the GDP. Belgium's economic freedom score is 68.8, making its economy the 40th freest in the 2015 Index of Economic Freedom. It is ranked 18th among the 43 countries in the Europe region. In addition, Belgium's economy is slowly expanding. Its GDP in 2014 was $508.12 billion and it has grown by 1% from 2013. Finally, Belgium's main industry sector is services, contributing 78.1% to the economy. This shows that Belgium has expertise in this sector, making it a perfect starting ground for WLMAC. Like in other countries, there are some areas for Belgium's economy to improve in. The unemployment rate in Belgium at the beginning of 2015 was 8.5%, which is slightly higher than the accepted value of 6.7%. However, it is much lower compared to the unemployment rate of the European Union, which is 9.8%, as you can see from the graph. In addition, on March 1, 2013, U.S. construction equipment manufacturer Caterpillar announced that it will be laying off 1,400 workers at its plant in Gosselies, Belgium, which has a total workforce of 3,700. The company management justified the mass layoff by citing weak economic growth in Europe. Since then, there has been no major layoffs. Finally, population below poverty line in 2007 was 15.2%. This might provide a challenge for WLMAC since the purchasing power is lower. However, since Belgium is a developed country, it has a more generous standards of poverty than the developing nations, so it should not be a significant factor.
Now, we will be talking about Belgium's relationship with international trade. To start off, last year our total exports were worth over $323 billion, and our total imports were worth over $340 billion. Our top export products include chemicals, machineries, finished diamonds, and consumer goods such as chocolates. And our top import products include raw materials, raw diamonds, and pharmaceuticals. Our top international exporter and importer markets include Germany, France, and the US, and with Canada through trade agreements such as European Union and Belgium Canadian Business Chamber, we are their 12th largest importer. Other trade organizations and agreements that Belgium is a member of include World Trade Organization, World Health Organization, and the United Nations.
Here, the comparison graph between Belgium and Canada shows that there are differences in business culture in a majority of the categories, namely in power distance, uncertainty avoidance, and orientation. Belgium has a much higher PDI score than Canada, with a score of 65 compared to Canada's 39. Unlike Canada, where value is placed on egalitarianism, Belgium favors a hierarchy. In Belgium, decisions are made by the person with the most power. On the other hand, Canadians value a straightforward exchange of information. Belgium also has one of the highest scores on the UAI index, where planning is greatly favored, as well as management structure, rules, and security. Canada, on the other hand, is more accepting of new ideas and a willingness to try something new or different, whether it pertains to technology, business practices, or products. Finally, Belgium, with a score of 82 in orientation, is perceived as a pragmatic country and values perseverance in achieving results, whereas Canada, with a score of 36, focuses on achieving quick results.
Belgian government plays an excellent role when it comes to international trade. This is because Belgium is the founding members of major international organizations like European Union and NATO, which are both headquartered in Brussels, Belgium. Jean-Luc Van Raas, member of the Brussels Parliament and responsible for the city's international relations, goes on to say that large international companies are drawn to the city due to the EU presence. In total, about 10% of the city has a connection to the international community. Moreover, as for the government putting taxes and tariffs, goods and services from EU nations enter Belgium without any tariffs or duties. However, goods from nations outside the EU face import duties and a value-added tax. Lastly, each of the three regional governments has the authority to grant financial incentives and other inducements to attract international goods and services. This is done through loans or interest rebates if the foreign project is financed.
The most competitive advantage of Belgium is that it is part of the European Union. This means that if WLMAC will choose us for its new global headquarters, it can easily expand into the European market. With 503 million potential customers, European Union provides the world's third largest population after China and India. In addition, WLMAC will cut costs on transportation and tariffs and have access to one of the largest ports in the world.
Belgium is one of the most globalized countries in the world, with a highly competitive industry and service sector. By choosing Belgium, you'll be able to access a globally recognized workforce in terms of productivity. These workers have high flexibility, the ability to speak multiple languages, and are versatile to changing working conditions. Belgium also has excellent air, sea, rail, and road infrastructures, which connects it to its neighboring countries. This means that Belgium will connect WLMAC Industries to potentially 503 million customers who will require the service of packaged goods. Belgium also offers a wide set of options of efficient distribution channels and several multimodal logistics platforms, which will allow WLMAC to quickly and cost-effectively connect and collaborate with other companies. Overall, Belgium's access to a high-quality workforce, efficient distribution channels, and strategic location is why Belgium is a key player in the global economy and is very capable of bringing companies to expand into new markets.